What's up, everyone? It's Mark here with Leveled Up for another round of Ask a Life Coach. What are your top 5 recommendations for recharging self-care? Recharging/self-care. Top 5 recommendations. Okay, this is always the risk of answering on the fly. This is one that I'm like, I've got to think through. Like, is it more important to do this or that? But non-hierarchically, let's just go with the top 5 things that pop into my head for self-care. Number 1, prioritize sleep. Sleep is foundational. If you don't get enough of it, everything is going to be just a lot more irritating and challenging, difficult. Human connection doesn't happen at the same level, etc. So, number 1, self-care, get sleep. Number 2, perhaps just change the way you think about self-care. So a lot of people think that self-care is somehow selfish and that it's their job or their purpose in life to be self-sacrificing. And so when they're taking care of themselves, they're somehow doing something wrong. No, it's not. I can't take care of me. I've got to take care of my kids, or I've got to put in more hours at work, or I've got whatever. So I guess I would say number 2 is just let go of any of these notions that self-care is somehow selfish or wrong. It's quite the opposite. It's incredibly important. You're the one oftentimes most qualified to take care of yourself, in the best position to take care of yourself. And the rest of the world is usually just going to ask more of you, right? They're never going to ask less. So get enough sleep. Realize that self-care is not selfish. Learn how to say no. I think a lot of times we don't want to let anybody down or disappoint them. So we just keep saying yes. Oh yeah, I can help with this. Oh yeah, I can take on that. And then there's just no time for self-care. So self-care is something that it takes time. You can't rush it. I have 3 minutes to recharge in my schedule. I'm going to recharge now. Don't get me wrong. If you do have 3 minutes in your schedule, use it. So even, just a 3-minute meditation or a couple of deep breaths can be profoundly impactful. So I don't want to knock on 3 minutes. Don't say, I only have 3 minutes, so I'm not going to do any self-care. No, rock those 3 minutes. But yeah, learn how to say no so that you don't take on too much. Don't put that pressure or expectation on yourself. I have more to prove. I have to prove that I'm successful, whatever that looks like, and that therefore I just don't have any time left for me. So definitely let go of that. So, okay, that gives us 3. Sleep, realize it's not selfish. And the one I just said of, finding time by saying no. So that leaves us 2 more options for recommendations of best ways to do self-care. Gosh, there's just so many. I'm struggling a little bit just because there's so many good ways to be kind to yourself. I'm going to go with 2 stupidly obvious ones. Prioritize things that you like and prioritize people that you like. This sounds just kind of, ridiculous, well, duh. But I think a lot of self-care is well, duh. And we just get distracted. We just get caught up in everything else. So make time for the things that you like. If you enjoy reading, then make time to read. If you enjoy going for walks, then make time to go for walks. Whatever those things may be. A lot of times when they come to me for advice, I ask them about things that they enjoy doing, and they have this list of all these awesome things that they used to do that they just don't do anymore. Oh yeah, I love this, but I haven't done it for years. And obviously your hobbies are allowed to grow and evolve. You don't have to stick with them. But if you still love it and you're just not prioritizing it, not finding time for it, you might want to change that. And then obviously, like I said, prioritizing people that you care about, the people that add value to your life, always find time for them. If you focus on connection and people, then you're always going to be fine. You're always going to be happy. That's what it's going to come down to. Making a little more money, or I don't know, climbing that social, corporate, or other ladders, whatever that looks like in your life. I mean, we've all got to do what we've got to do. Don't get me wrong. You have to figure out where those balances lie. But I think you'll very rarely regret prioritizing people that you care about. They'll add so much value to your life. They'll add so much meaning to your life. And that can be a big component of self-care. So again, you can say no when you need to say no. You don't always have to hang out with them, but also prioritizing them when it feels good and the timing is right. So that's my 5, I guess. What have we said? We've said you got to get enough sleep. You got to know how to say no. You've got to realize self-care is not selfish. And you've got to prioritize both people and things that add value to your life. So hopefully that's helpful. Like I say, there are a million ways to take good care of yourself. And I just invite you to always be your own best friend. Always prioritize yourself. Always be conscious of your mental health. I'll throw out a bonus number 6 here just for kicks. And that's single task. This is part of a bigger picture of just slowing life down. But sometimes it's just, I'm going to work while I eat, you try to text a friend or whatever else it might be. And none of that's adding a lot of quality or value to your life because you're a million places at once. It's not satisfying. It's not efficient. And so you can't cram in your self-care. If you've made yourself a nice meal, take the time to just sit down and eat that nice meal. If you're watching a show that you enjoy, then just watch the show that you enjoy. Oftentimes we try to do 5 things at once, and then I think none of them really add any value. So bonus number 6, slow down and single task. I think if you do that, you're going to find so much awesomeness in your daily world. So there's my top 5 plus 1 tips or recommendations for self-care. It's such an important question. I'm feeling like I'm leaving a million things out because, again, there's really no limit to the ways that you can be kind to yourself. But I think that's a good place for you to start, just prioritizing those things that matter and learning how to say no, etc. So I hope you find that helpful. I appreciate you asking. I appreciate all of you tuning in. And as always, I can't wait to see you back here in the next video.